Yes, and we are live. So over to you, Imran and Uzair. Imran, you can start.
Okay, Toastmaster Uzair, you can start and then you can hand over the briefing session to me.
Sure, Team Imran. Fellow Toastmaster, first and foremost, thank you for joining this briefing session. DTM Talha, TM Amra Yunus, TM Latif. So, tomorrow we'll be having our speech contest. The rules are pretty much well defined, but for everyone's reference, we'll be having this short briefing session that we're all aligned for tomorrow. And I'll let Mr. Team Imrana continue and take this session forward.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Uzair. Fellow contestants, hope you are doing well, and I'm hoping that you are trying your best and making all your efforts to win the hearts of all the judges and the audience. Uh, there are few ground rules. This is all about tomorrow's contest briefing, and since most of you are aware of the rules, but we have some new members as well. For for them, we have organized the briefing session, and let's begin this briefing session. Okay, so first of all, Toastmasters allowed speech contests are the part of the education program of Toastmasters, and Toastmasters allowed four speech contest in which including the international speech contest, table topic, tall tale, and evaluation speech contest, and the fifth one is the humorous speech contest. uh, since we are the provisional district, so our speech contest will be known as or called as the provisional speech contest, and it follows the same rules. uh, uh, where the where if the contest is in full-fledged district, so the same rules will be applied on the provisional speech on the provisional district as well. So first and the foremost rule is the eligibility, and to be eligible to compete in any official Toastmasters speech contest, member must be a paid member of a club in the area, division, and district in which they are competing. The club must be in a good standing and maintaining eligibility at all levels of any contest. Okay, in addition to eligible to compete in the international speech contest, a member must have earned certificate of completion in level 1 and 2 of any path in the Toastmasters pathway learning experience, or earned a distinguished Toastmasters from the from the old curriculum. So I hope that you all are the paid members and you have completed 2 levels of any pathways. So if not, then please make sure that your level have been approved by the president or the VP education or the secretary. Please also share this eligibility form with the contest chair and the chief judge as well. Moving on to the next part, and that is specifically for this speech subject and preparation. The speech of all international speech contests speeches must be selected by the contestant. So since you will be selecting your own topics and you will have to deliver a speech on that topic and the duration will be 5 to 7 minutes. Thus, acha. So let's not go into details of the table topics and the evaluation. Let's move on to the to point D, that is contestants must create their own speech and each must be substantially original. 25% or less of the speech may be devoted to quoting, paraphrasing, referencing, referencing another person's content. Any quoted, paraphrased, or referenced content must be so identified during the speech presentation. So the main point in that is that the speech the speech should be original. It should be your own masterpiece, your own original speech, and you are allowed to take 25% or less of the speech may be devoted to quoting, paraphrasing, or referencing another person's content. Okay, if you are taking if you are quoting or paraphrasing or referenced any other content, it should be identified during the speech presentation. For example, if you're using a quote, then if you're not if you know the persons who said that quote, you should mention the name of that quote. It should not be like that the quote is if you use the quote, it should not be like that it is your own quote. So if you are paraphrasing or referencing something, then you should uh, present the source as well. I remember there was a contest in which the one of the contestant was providing the statistical data. Unfortunately, he was unable to provide the source, and because of that, the contestant was disqualified from the contest. So it is necessary to provide the source of that referenced content. Okay, before all contests, every contestant must certify in writing to the chief judge that the content of their speech is or will be substantially original by using the speaker's certification of eligibility or originality item 1183. I've shared that item in the group. While signing it or sending it to the chief judge, all you need is to please read it carefully. And it has mentioned that your speech should be original speech. Only the 25% part you can take from the other source, but the source should be mentioned during the speech while you were delivering the speech. Contestants, this point is very important. Contest, someone has raised the hand. Yes, please.
And the contestants already have filled the certification of eligibility and originality, and I have just shared those forms. They have filled it online. They were asked to fill it when they were registering. So I've shared those forms both with the contest chair and the chief judge right now.
Okay, that's great. That's great. That's great. So, okay, the let's continue. The point E. Contestants must not reference another contestant or a speech presented by another contestant during their speech at the same contest in which they are competing. So, okay, so since you all five are competing, so try not to mention or not to take reference from any one of the speeches, because if you do so, you will trap in the protest. And since there is in that point they did not mention the 25% rules, so if you just mentioned or if you just reference the contestants the other contestant speech in your speech, you will simply be disqualified. The judges or the contestant will lose the protest, and there will be no chance for you uh, to what do we call uh, what do we say that you cannot defend it, because it did not mention that uh, the 25% part. They simply mentioned that try not to reference another contestant speech. So uh, we had an Urdu speech contest, right, Tala? Yeah. So the contestant just took the name but did not refer from the speech. So he was
It was not
safe at
Urdu, it
that.
was tall tales. It was tall tales.
Okay, so okay. So contestant just took the name of the contestant, not refer the speech. So that contestant was safe. But try avoid that, because you might know contestant may find it try not to use or use the contestants other contestants name or other contestants content, because this rule doesn't require the 25% part. If all contestants will speak from the platform or area designated by the contest chair. So if you all are physically present, then we will mention the stage area, and try you have to deliver the speech within that speaking area. Those who will be online, they have their whole screen, their speaking area. Those who are physically present, the speaking area will be outlined for them. All contestants, the chief judge, voting judges, and tie-breaking judges will be advised of the speaking area before the contest begins. Okay, so there will be no lectern, so if we can avoid that. If uh, the systems will be provided there. There will be speaker will be provided there. Mics will be provided there, and the camera will be there, so that if the judges are online, they can easily judge you with the help of that camera. All equipment must be available for contestants to practice with prior to the contest. Contestants are responsible for arranging their preferred setup of the lectern, podium, microphone, and other equipments in a quiet manner before being introduced. Okay, since judges may be online, so each contestant will provided opportunity to check their mics, their audio videos, and also check the speaking area before starting the contest. So the contest for that you need to be there. You need to be present at the venue. Uh, if it's possible, then try to be there before 6:30. Try to be there at 6 so that we can arrange all these things. Okay, then moving on to the timings. So two timers are appointed by the chief judge. One is provided with a stopwatch and the other with a signaling devices that displays green, yellow, and red for the online speech contest. A minimum of one backup timer is also appointed in case of any technical difficulties. I think we will have all the contestants physically present, so we might not need the online timer. If there is a need, then we'll try our best to provide the online timer as well. So there will be two timers. One timer will be holding the equipments, and the other timer will be managing the stopwatch. The first timer will showing the color signals, and the second one will be managing the stopwatch and noting down in the timing sheets. So the signaling devices must be in full view of each contestant. So the those signals will be visible for all the contestants. The timer with the stopwatch maintains and delivers the chief judge the written record of elapsed time of each speech on the speech contest time record sheet and instructions for timers. Okay, so the person who will be managing the stopwatch, he or she will be provided with a form that is 1175, and and they are responsible to complete that sheet and provide it to the chief judge. So this is quite an irrelevant point for you guys. All speeches delivered by contestants must conform to the timing. Okay, so all speeches delivered by contestants must conform to the timing guidelines for the contest. So the timing guidelines are international. International R is professional speech contest must be from 5. All speeches must be from 5 to 7 minutes. A contestant will be disqualified if the speech is less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds. Timer must not consider fractions of a seconds. A contestant is not disqualified until their time reaches for 4 minutes and 30 seconds and is not disqualified until their time reaches 7 minutes and 31 seconds. So if the timing is 4 minutes and 29 seconds, the contestant will be disqualified. If the timings this is the lower limit, and the upper limit is if at 31 seconds, the contestants will be disqualified. The proportionate time between 30 and 31 seconds will not be considered for disqualification. Let me repeat it again. At 31 seconds, at 31 seconds, the contestant will be disqualified. Once 31 seconds completed, the contestant will be disqualified. The proportionate time between 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 7 minutes and 31 seconds. That proportionate time will not be considered for disqualification. And same goes for the lower limit. That is, a contestant is not qualified until their time reaches for 4 minutes and 30 seconds and is not disqualified until their time reaches to 7 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay, Talha, just if I'm correct, so the proportionate time between 4 minutes and 29 seconds and 4 minutes and 30 seconds, that proportionate time will considered for disqualification or not? Because in upper limit it is clear,
Only mentions,
but
it doesn't mention any proportionate time for uh,
okay,
a contestant is not qualified until their time reaches 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So obviously they need to reach 4:30, not 4:29.9. So that's
huh.
minimum, not maximum. Yeah.
It means that the proportionate time will be considered in the upper limit, not in the lower limit, right? Let me repeat it again. The proportionate time, that is from 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 7 minutes and 31 seconds. That proportionate seconds will not be considered for disqualification. But when it comes to 4 minutes and 29 seconds and 4 minutes and 30 seconds, that proportionate time, that proportionate seconds in the lower limit will be considered for disqualification. Right, Tana?
Sorry, can you come again?
So I was saying that there is a lower limit and the upper limit. The proportionate seconds will not be considered for disqualification in upper limit, that is 7 minutes and 13 seconds, and the proportionate time between 7 minutes and 30 seconds and 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
Minimum
Whereas
time is minimum time is 4 minutes 30 seconds. Maximum is 7 minutes and 31 seconds. Let's simplify.
not 31 seconds. Not 31 seconds.
So 31 is disqualified. Okay.
Just for clarification, if the contestants have
Yes,
crossed that
31.
barrier of
Yes,
31 seconds, so they're disqualified. Correct us
yes,
if you're
yes,
wrong.
yes. Maximum time is 7 minutes and 30 seconds, or a fraction of 30 seconds. But disqualification is at 31st second.
Yes.
Noted.
Okay, so I was saying that the proportionate seconds between 29 seconds, 4 minutes and 29 seconds to 4 minutes and 30 seconds, that proportionate time will be considered for disqualification, right? Okay. So upon being introduced, the contestants must proceed immediately to the speaking position, right? Once you are introduced by the contest chair, and the contest chair will introduced as without considering if the contestant is Toastmaster or distinguished Toastmaster. So contest chair just call them with their names. Remove the Toastmasters or DTM.
Noted.
Okay.
Duly noted.
Okay. So it is like Talha bin Hamid, speech title, Talha bin Hamid. For example, my speech was uh, uh, what was the speech title of my speech which I delivered in the contest?
Learn to unknown. Unknown.
Moonwalk,
Learn unknown.
moonwalk, moonwalk. So contestant number one, Imran Rana, moonwalk, moonwalk. Imran Rana, contestant number one. Bas, simple as that. The
Are
contestant
we
will.
are we supposed to say? Oh, wait. Are we supposed to say contestant number one or two?
Okay, okay.
I don't think so.
So okay, let's make
I'll
it
just
like
say
that.
contestant Imran Rana as the
Okay,
topic.
no need to say Imran Rana. Just contestant number one.
No,
Once
no.
the
Wait,
contest,
wait, wait, wait. You need to say the name.
I'm saying
You
it.
don't need to say.
Okay,
You
so
don't you
once
don't
you.
need to say contestant number one or two if I'm correct.
Oh,
But
okay, great,
I
great.
scroll up a little
So
bit. I think it should be in the rule book.
okay, so it goes like once the contestant is has stand on this contestant is ready to means once his audibility and visibility check is done, then uh, you can announce it that Talha bin Hamid, speech title, Talha bin Hamid. After that, the contestant will say, "Thank you, contest chair." Okay, okay, okay. Right? Contestant name,
Understood.
speech
Understood.
contestant name. Once it is announced, the contestant will say, "Thank you, contest chair." After that, he should not take much time to start the speech, right?
Noted.
Okay. To ensure that each contestant audio visual equipment is functioned, each contestant must say, "Thank you, contest chair," after being introduced. So this is the audio video check, right? That word, "Thank you, contest chair," this is the audio video check. So all contestants, I hope you are getting it. If the audio-visual equipment is functional, the contest chair will respond, "You're welcome." Timing will begin with the contestants' next definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. This is very important point. I'll share the screenshot in the group as well. So let me read it again. To ensure that each contestant's audio-visual equipment is functional, each contestant must say thank you, contest chair. When will they say thank you, contest chair? When the contest chair announce name, title, name, then the contestant will say thank you, contest chair after being introduced. If the audio visual equipment is functional, the contest chair will respond, "You are welcome." Timing will begin with the contestant's next definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. This usually will be the next word uttered by the contestants, but would include any other communication such as sound effects, a stage act by another person. Yes, Talha. Any confusion? Okay, great.
So far, none.
Okay, if the audio visual equipment is not functional, the contest chair will notify the contestants and pause the contest to allow for the appropriate correction. If the audio video functions are not working, then the contest chair will pause the contest and provide appropriate time for corrections. Okay, once the appropriate corrections have been made, the contest chair reintroduce the contestant, right? Okay, for the online speech contest, a contestant is allowed 10 minutes to attempt to make the appropriate corrections. If the contestant is able to correct the equipment within the 10 minutes, the contest chair reintroduce the contest. If the contest is unable to correct their equipment within the 10 minutes, the contest continues with the next contestant. Hopefully, we will not have the online contestant, so let's not go into detail in that, right? Okay, the speaker should begin speaking within a short time after arriving at the speaking area and is not permitted to delay the contest unnecessarily. Uh, in last contest, there was necessarily delay, so we ignored that, but try not to do that when the contestant is introduced. Timers must be provide signals to the contestant which must clearly visible to the speakers but not obvious to the audience. So these timing signals should be visible for the contestants, and it is not necessary that audience should also those signals should also be visible for the audience as well, right? For international humorous and online contests, the green signal will be displayed at 5 minutes and remain displayed for 1 minute. The yellow signal will be displayed at 6 minutes and remain displayed for 1 minute. The red signals will be displayed at 7 minutes and will remain on until the conclusion of the speech. So there will be no signals for disqualification. Um Red, green, and yellow signals will be there for 1 minute, but the red signals will be there until the speaker speeches, until the contestant completes the speech. There will be no signals for completing 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So the contestant should make sure that once the red signals display, so they have left with 30 seconds. We're not, since it's an international speech contest, so we're not going for the evaluation contestant. This point number 7 is quite important: protest and disqualification. Protests are limited to eligibility, originality, and reference to another contestant's or another contestant's speech, and must only be lodged by voting judges and or contestants. Any protest must be lodged with the chief judge or contest chair prior to the contest being adjourned. So protests are limited to the eligibility, originality, and reference to another contestant's or another contestant's speech, and must only be lodged by who can lodge the protest? The voting judges and the contestants. Only these two people can lodge the contest. rest of the others are not allowed to intervene or interfere. Like the tiebreaker judge is also not allowed to lodge the protest, since he he is a tiebreaker judge, and only the chief judge knows about him, and he is not known to anyone. So the tiebreaker is also not allowed. Only the voting judges and the contestants are allowed. The chief judge, contest chair, voting judges, and contestants must not consider protest from audience members. Okay, there's one important point in the first point is that contestants and voting judges can lodge the protest before the contest being adjourned. If the contest is adjourned, then there will be no protest will be exercised or applicable after the contest is adjourned. So make sure the contest while you if you have to lodge the protest, then make sure that contest is not adjourned. The chief judge, contest chairs, voting judges, and contestants must not consider protests from audience members. Audience are not allowed to pass messages to the contestants or the judges or the voting judge or the chief judge or even the contest chair. That speech is copied speech. You should lodge the protest. So if you are only you have to lodge the protest and try not to consider anything from the audience. Before a contestant can be disqualified on the basis of originality or for referencing another contestant's speech, the contestant must be given an opportunity to respond to the voting judges. A majority of voting judges must concur in the decision to disqualify. Okay, once the protest is lodged, uh, so there will be a proceeding of the protest in which the contestant is allowed, if the protest is lodged on that contestant, to display the evidence or on the basis of which he or she has lodged the protest. The contest chair can disqualify a contestant on the basis of eligibility. So on the basis of eligibility, who can disqualify a contestant? Only the contest chair. All decisions of the voting judges and qualifying judges are final. Hope this point is clear. If Talha can add something, please go ahead.
I think everything is covered, and I will just add for myself and all the other contestants that if in doubt, completely leave it rather than taking a risk. If you have the slightest doubt that something can lead your speech to disqualification, better drop that item rather than taking a risk. But that said, let me also add one more thing that I don't think we have ever experienced a situation where we had doubts about originality in a KTC contest. So, and we know like all the speakers here, we know all of them. They have never ever relied on anyone else's contest. So, I think this point is intrinsically understood by all KTC members.
Thank you so much, Talha. Fine. Point number 8, use of props and electronic devices. Contestants who plan to use props, including but not limited to any sort of electronic devices, music, PowerPoint slides, or visual background, must notify to the contest chair prior to the contest. If you want to use any props, and including and not limited to any sort of electronic devices, music, PowerPoint slides, or virtual backgrounds, you should notify to the contest chair before the contest, right? So, or the contest chair can also confirm from the contestant if they have to use the props or not. Contestants must abide by any venue restrictions on the use of the props. Okay, so I don't think so there will be any restriction at PACC, but if there is, then that prop will not be allowed to use. All props must be set up during the minute of silence prior to the contestant speech and removed from the stage in the minute of silence following the speech. So the contestant is responsible to set up the prop during a minute of silence, and is responsible to remove that prop during another minute of silence. So no, the contester will not going to help it out. uh, what you can do, you can bring your friend along with you so that he can help you. Contestants may enlist someone to help them with props, but it is not the responsibility of the contest chair or any other contest officials to do so. Contestants must demonstrate to the contest chair prior to the contest that the prop can be set up and removed in the allotted times. If contestant is unable to demonstrate this, the prop cannot be used during the contest. That means if you are using any prop and if you did not mention to the contest chair before the contest or before you're starting your speech, then that prop will not be allowed. I'm not sure if there can be a protest on that, but this is the rule. So make sure that you inform the contest chair if you are using any prop before starting the contest. So that's all about the rules regarding using props, protest and disqualification, timings, and the speech subject and preparation. Finally, the ballot. So each ballot consists of three parts. That is the content part, which has 50 numbers. Then the delivery part, which has 30 numbers. Finally, the language part, which has 20 numbers, 20 scores. So the total ballot is of 100 marks. The content, which has the maximum part, that is 50, it has subdivided into three parts. That is speech development, which has 15 marks. And in speech development, it includes structure, organization, support material. The effectiveness consists of 10 marks, and which includes clear purpose, achievement of purpose, relevance, and finally the speech value, which has the maximum marks, and that is which includes ideas, logic, and original thoughts. If we further elaborate the content part, this is how you can understand what content part consists of. So speech development includes is the way the speaker puts ideas together so the audience can understand them. The speech is structured around a purpose, and this structure must include an opening, body, and conclusion. A good speech immediately engages the audience's attention and then moves forward towards a significant conclusion. That this development of the speech structure is supported by relevant examples and illustrations, facts and figures, delivered with such smoothness that they blend into framework of the speech to present the audience with a unified whole. I have observed that the KTC speakers, while speeches delivered in the KTC meeting, they are in proper chronological order. They revolve around a message. Most of the speeches which I have heard in the KTC meetings, they have proper opening and quite an engaging opening. Then there's a proper speech body, which consists of the story, the personal story, which revolves around the message, and the conclusion part, where the personal message becomes general message for the audience. So make sure that the speech has a proper message, and that message is supported with the stories, your personal stories. And to grab the audience from the beginning, you should come up with a good opening, good engaging opening. So just a minute. Okay, so the effectiveness is measured in a part by the audience's reception of the speech, but a large part is your subjective judgment of how the speech came across. You should ask yourself such questions as, was I able to determine the speaker's purpose? Did the speech relate directly to that purpose? Was the audience interest held by the speaker? Was this speech subject appropriate for this particular audience? Okay, so to to find the effectiveness of your speech, you should become an audience by yourself. Try to absorb your speech by just listening to your speech. Instead of watching it, just listen to your speech. If it is creating an impact on you, or if it's inspiring you, or if it's influencing you, then it means that the speech has its effectiveness. And finally, the speech value. Speech value justifies the act of speaking. The speaker has a responsibility to say something meaningful and original to the audience. Thus, listeners should feel the speaker has made a contribution to their thinking. The ideas should be important ones, although this does not preclude a humorous presentation of them. I think I should not go into the details, because since you guys have already, you all have prepared your speech, and I just simply describe the scoring part. Uh, for for your better understanding, you can go through it, and you guys, if you feel like you wanted to understand anything, then you can contact your mentors, and they will help you out. So we were talking about the delivery part, that is of 30 seconds. Make sure that if you have a strong content, and with poor delivery, you cannot achieve the goal. So the strong content should be supported by an excellent speech delivery, and it should consider, and it that includes your body language, appearance of body language, and speaking areas. Make sure you are using the speaking areas wisely according to the flow of your speech. Your body gestures are perfectly aligned with what you are delivering. Your hand gestures, your facial expressions, your vocal variety, it all includes in the delivery part. So it has equal marks, that is uh, 10 marks for the speaking area and the body language, 10 marks for the vocal variety, and uh, make sure that your vocal variety, your body gestures, they they possess enthusiasm, directness, and assurance. Means while you were using your vocal variety, it should be perfectly aligned with what you are saying, with what your speech consists of. If not, then it's just vocal variety. It doesn't mean anything. And finally, the appropriateness. I'm sure that the language has the 20 marks. The language should be according to the speech purpose and audience. Your grammar, pronunciation, and word selection should be excellent while you are delivering the speech. Make sure that come up with good vocabulary, good pronunciation, good you can say phrases, phrasal verb, or whatever you can use in that. But make sure that your grammar should be correct, your pronunciation should be perfect, and your word selection uh, should be should be perfect, so that the judges and the audience can score you accordingly. Okay, Talha could add further to the speech development or the language part, and also for the delivery part.
Why?
If you think that if the ballot is clear to you, then it's perfectly fine. If not,
I
then
think you should ask the other contestants too, because at this point, if I add anything or any opinion, I don't think that will be um,
okay.
properly appropriate, since
Oh,
I'm also one of the contestants. So.
so yes, I can understand and I can respect what you are saying. Okay, so anyone would like to ask anything about the ballot? Please speak now or hold peace forever. Yes, Toastmaster Amra, Toastmaster Thief, and Toastmaster Sila.
So no
Okay,
question, yeah, because
okay, great.
I'm good. I have no questions.
Okay, Toastmaster Sila, do you have any question?
No, no, not at all. Thank you so much.
So everything is clear about the protest part or the 25% part?
Yes, everything
Okay,
is all
great.
clear.
So please do not use I would like to conclude or my speech begins with that or something or most of the time I've heard that contestants also explain their object objective of the speech as a so please you are
Not in KTC though.
you are the member of
Every
KTC.
club, no, every club other than KTC and maybe Quantum League. Other than that, yes, once in
You
a
are
while
allowed
you,
to do that.
yeah, yeah.
So please
Right now
make
I'm a
sure.
KTC member.
Uh, please make sure you are a KTC member. You know how to start the speech. You know how to use your body language to create an impact. And with good grammar, with good selection of words, you can you can you all can deliver a wonderful and impactful speech. So with that, I would like to okay, so since we have all the contestants, only Fahim is not here. So do you think we should go for the online randomizers?
I have no objection. We can.
What about Latif?
Sir, before going towards the randomizer for the speech contestants speaking order, I need two things. One, the timer card should be always highlighted to the speaker. Second, chai wala, the 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 fund
Yeah,
collection should not
I
be
think
there during the speech.
I think
Yeah,
that's why
Okay.
because
DTM Surprise was stressing on there being a sergeant at arms. So
no, but even our within our meeting also,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fund collection for the meeting charges and everything is running all the time. That should be hold for at least the
Okay, so the
7 minutes when it comes up to
yeah, that's a valid point, Toastmaster Latif, and thank you so much for pointing this out. So the contest chair, make sure that you should collect all the money before the contest starts. And there will be no tea during the
Yes.
contest. Oh, why
And
not we
no, we
let's
can.
regret the tea. Let's
I
not
no,
think
have
we
the
I
can
need to
tea.
say
have the tea
we can
after the
have it
speech
before the start.
contest.
No,
Af-
before the start. Before the start. Once the start, there is no one.
Yes, we can tell the person not to give an entry before the contest is over. So if you're starting at 7 and there are 5 speeches, I think it will be over by 8. So we can tell them that just bring the tea after 8. That's it, or not at all.
Yeah, let's not go for the tea for the sake of the contest.
People, KTC members die without tea, so we should go for that.
Why don't we say tea before the contest?
Okay, great.
Toastmaster Imran Rana,
Yes.
if you charge a venue fee, you can charge the members, but you cannot charge any fee from the contestants. Contestants must attend for free.
So there will be no tea.
Yeah, no tea, that's fine. Or they can bring their own tea.
We can ask them to pay politely, voluntarily, without asking them. So
So contest chair, I'm sure you have confirmed the budget for tomorrow's contest. since the contestants are not allowed to charge, so the judges are allowed to pay the double fee, and the deficit will be bear by the club. What do you think, DTM Sarfraz?
That's fine.
I
Okay,
think
do we have
we do
Toastmaster
have
Amra
any.
with us?
Yeah, we do have her. Yeah.
Yeah, Toastmaster Amra, if you agree, can we go for the randomizer?
Yes, yes, sure.
Okay,
Right
Toastmaster
now.
Sila, Toastmaster Sila, I'm going
Okay.
for the randomizer. So I hope there is no objection from your side.
Okay. Okay.
Latif,
Please.
are you okay with that?
If the rules if the rules allow, so I think there is no problem.
We are doing randomizer just for the sake of time. We don't know how much time it will take there to start the contest. So for the sake of time, we are just doing that so that we can save as much time as possible, right? Okay, so uh, if the contest chair and the chief judge allow me to do the randomizer,
Yes, you
DTM
are permitted.
Surprise. Okay, great. So I will do randomizer 3 times, and the first time, yes, great, good. This is the first time.
We cannot see the screen.
Seriously,
Yes, I can see
is my
the physical.
Yes, we can see your PowerPoint, not your randomizer.
oh okay, let me
Oh,
share. Now can you see my screen?
No, I think you need to stop sharing and then restart. Yeah.
Is it visible now?
It's some. Yes, now it's visible. Yeah,
Everyone, just give me a thumbs up.
it's visible.
Okay, great, 2 thumbs up. So first randomizer, here we go. Second randomizer, and the final randomizer. Finger crossed.
There.
Ah.
It remained up. Okay.
So this is the speaking order. Contestant number 1, Amra Yunus. Contestant number 2, Talha bin Hamid. Contestant number 3, Fahim Razak. Contestant number 4, Latif Mansoor Ali. And contestant number 5, Sila Hamid. All the best.
Bye bye. You can you you just got another judge for area, bro.
Thank you so much.
It doesn't mean, Sila, you're the last speaker. So come up
Hmm.
with a good speech and win the hearts of the contestants and judges as well.
With the what?
Come up with an excellent speech. All of you come up with an excellent speech and have a wonderful contest, and make it tougher for each one of you, for other contestants to win.
For heaven's sake, stop displaying your WhatsApp, Imran.
Let me stop sharing the screen.
I just did.
What was in the WhatsApp? I think there was nothing.
Every detail about your personal life, whether
Your
you wanted
personal
it or
chat.
not. Yeah.
Okay, great. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity for conducting the contestants briefing, which is quite difficult when there are heavyweights present in the contest, since they all know everything. So with that, I would like to hand over the charge to the contest chair, Toastmaster Uzair.
Thank you, Team Imran Rana, for the wonderful brief. And for an upcoming Toastmasters like me, I am a Toastmaster, but this is quite new to me. So quite interesting to know about the know and hows of how a provisional contest is conducted. I look forward to all the 5 contestants' speeches and that they'll be following the conduct which was just briefed by Team Imran Rana. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you so
if I
much.
miss out anything, so you can ask from the contest chair, from myself, and the Chief Judge DTM Sarfaraz Nazir.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much once again, and all the
Thank
best.
you. Good
Have a
luck to all.
wonderful contest.
I think we should all
And
try to reach by maximum 6:15 tomorrow to set things up.
Great.
6:15.
Noted.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you
Okay,
so
see you
much.
guys.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay.
Allah
You
Hafiz.
guys,
Yeah.
good luck for
Okay,
tomorrow.
one more thing. I think Imran, sorry, the contest chair and chief judge just agree on a cutoff time for start of the contest, and just announce that time tomorrow. By that time, all the contestants should be either present, at least online, or at the premises, so that Otherwise, if a contestant's presence is not registered by that cutoff time, they might be disqualified. So there needs to be a cutoff time.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll announce
So,
it on the group.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Perfect.
okay, guys, I'm ending the meeting. See you all.